8 years of sacrifice, 8 years of cooking, cleaning, praying, 8 years of waiting for a man who had already moved on and built a new family with another woman in secret. Hi, OJ. Tell me, what can 10 cities do in this economy? Buy soap, maybe 3 bottles of kinky. Now imagine raising 2 children on that every week for 8 solid years. My name doesn't matter, but my pain is real. I was a wife, a mother, a believer in love, until one day I picked up the phone and a strange little girl said to me, "Uncle is in the bathroom. Do you want to speak to mommy?" That was the moment my marriage ended and my nightmare began. OJ, if you ask my children what their father looks like, they will describe a voice, a ringtone, a shadow on the phone screen. Because for 8 long years, that's all he was. A man who married me, planted 2 children in me, and vanished like a rumor when the bills started coming. But OJ, this isn't just about neglect. This is about betrayal. So sharp it split me into 2. And the sad part, I didn't see it coming. Not until it was far too late. When we first met, Kwabna, not his real name, was different. Not flashy, but full of ambition. He sold shoes in Kumasi and always said, "One day, I'll open my own shop. Your name will be on the signboard." I believed him. I prayed with him. I followed him. When we married, we didn't have much, but I had faith, and I thought that was enough. The first year was rough, but hopeful. He traveled often for business, sent me small money now and then, and when the first child came, things suddenly changed. The calls grew fewer, the transfers turned into monthly, to weekly, to whenever I complained enough. By the time I had our second child, I was practically raising them alone. OJ, do you know what it means to look at your child's fevered face and know all you have is 3 cedis in your purse? That was my reality. I begged, I borrowed. Sometimes I skipped meals just so my children could eat plain rice with stew. And what did their father send me? 10 cedis. 10 Ghana cedis every week without fail. He would send it proudly, like he had conquered the world. And when I dared to ask for more, he would say, "You women always ask too much. I've done my part." One day, my landlord came with a red pen and wrote, "Pay or vacate" on our door. I panicked. I called him, but he didn't pick. Again and again. Finally, someone answered, a soft voice, young voice. "Hello," I said unsure. "Please, can I speak with Kwabna?" The girl paused, then said, "Uncle is bathing. Do you want me to call Mommy?" "Mommy," I froze. "Who are you?" I asked. She replied innocently, "I'm his daughter. We stayed at Awaso. Who are you?" OJ, I dropped the phone and my world dropped with me. I fainted, not metaphorically, literally, collapsed on the floor, heart pounding like a funeral drum. When I woke up, all I had was that same old 10 cedis notification, like a slap on the face. 8 years of sacrifice, 8 years of cooking, cleaning, praying, 8 years of waiting for a man who had already moved on and built a new family with another woman in secret. What hurts the most, OJ, is not even the betrayal. It's the pretending, the lies. Each time he sent 10 cedis, He was with her, feeding their children, while I stood in line at the pharmacy begging for a discount on paracetamol. And what did I tell the kids? That daddy was busy, that daddy loved them, that daddy would soon come. But they still believed. There were nights I sat in darkness, holding a kerosene lamp, thinking, is this all I'm worth? 10 cities and silence. I wanted to scream. I wanted to burn everything. I wanted answers, OJ. But he never gave me any. Just silence and 10 cities. OJ, people think heartbreak only happens in relationship. But this was more than heartbreak. This was humiliation, dehumanization. It was waking up each day with a smile so your children wouldn't see the storm behind your eyes. But I've stopped crying. I've stopped begging. Because now I know. The man I married died a long time ago. What's left is a ghost with a wallet too shallow and a heart full of lies. Now I stand tall. I hustle for my kids. I braid hair. I sell plantain chips. I sweep classroom. And guess what? I give them more than 10 cities worth of love every single day. No man, OJ, no man would ever reduce me to that again. So if you are out there reading this or watching this, and you are stuck in a love that pays in coins but costs your soul, run. Don't wait till you faint. Don't wait for a strange little voice to tell you the truth. Trust the silence. It always speaks volume. This is your AnonymousOJ, and if you are new here, make sure you like and subscribe to the channel and tell somebody about your AnonymousOJ. I'll see you in our next confession.